how do we multiply polynomials? We need to see, are we multiplying monomial with monomial or monomial with polynomial, binomial with binomial? We need to see. We will do examples of all types and then I will explain you at that time only. Okay. First question. Here we are, 3x is a monomial and 5x is a monomial, right? And we are multiplying a monomial with a monomial, right? I just wrote multiplication as this dot because I don't want you to get confused with the x and multiply sign, okay? Here, now you need to understand, whenever you multiply monomial with monomial, always multiply the coefficient first. What is the coefficient of this x? 3. What is the coefficient of this x? 5. What is 3 multiply 5? 15. Right? This is a tricky question now. When you were adding monomials or whenever you were adding like terms, what were you doing? You were just writing x as it is and you were just solving coefficients. Like if it was 3x plus 5x, you will just write 8x. That add the coefficient and write variable as it is. But you don't do this in multiplication. In multiplication, what do you do? In multiplication, you count how many x's you have. Okay, not those x's. How many x's you have? How many x are there? 1, because x raised to power 1, we have only 1 x. If it was x raised to power 2, then I will say we have 2 x's. Okay, but here in both cases x is 1, x is 1. So x square. Okay, so this is the answer. Now, second question. I want to give another example here. Suppose you have 4y multiply minus 2y cube. Can you solve this question now? What will we do? We will multiply coefficients first. Okay. What is 4 multiply minus 2? You will say minus 8. Right? Now, I told you, you just need to count how many y's you have. How many? Here you have 1 y. Here you have 3 y's. What is 1 plus 3? 4. So, this is the answer. Are you getting my point? Whenever you multiply monomials, you just add the powers of variables. Okay? We didn't used to do this in addition or subtraction, but here in multiplication, we add powers. Likewise, in division, we will subtract powers. I will tell you that as well when we will do division. But now here in multiplication, you need to understand that when we multiply, we add powers of variables. Okay. Now, second question. 4y multiply 2y plus 3. Okay. So, whenever you have something outside the bracket, you can see this bracket, right? You know what? 4y is outside the bracket. So, you will multiply this 4y with this and this term. Both. Okay. So, I will write 4y multiply 2y plus, this is plus, right? So, plus 4y times 3. Now, what is 4y times 2y? 4 times 2 is 8. Because you are multiplying, so you will add the powers. This is y square, right? Plus 4 times 3 is 12. Y. Y is only 1. So, this is our answer. I hope you are getting it, right? Now, we are multiplying binomial with a binomial, right? X plus 3 multiply x plus 5. This is little bit tricky now. We are multiplying binomial with a binomial. So, whenever you have this question, you first pick this x. Okay? And then multiply it with the whole bracket. Right? Then this is plus 3. So, you write plus 3. Then multiply it with the whole bracket. Are you getting my point? First term multiply with this, both the bracket, and then 3 multiply it with the bracket. Now here x multiply x plus x multiply 5 plus 3 multiply x plus 3 multiply 5. Are you understanding? What did I do? I had x here outside the bracket. I multiplied this, I multiplied this x with the x, and then I multiplied this x with the 5 right here. Okay, so x times x is x square, right? You add the powers. X times 5 is 5x plus 3 times x is 3x, 3 times 5 is 15. Can we solve it further? Yes, because we have like terms here. So it will become x square plus 5 plus 3, 8x plus 15. So this is our answer, right? Okay, here we have another binomial with binomial, right? Okay, I will pick first 2a, multiply it with the whole bracket, right? Minus 3, multiply this with the whole bracket. Are you getting my point? Binomial times binomial, okay? Now this 2a, you multiply it with 4a first, and then this 2a, multiply it with 1 then, okay? Now minus 3 with 4a, it will become minus 3 times 4a. Minus 3 with 1, it will become minus 3 times 1, okay? 2 times 4a is 8a square. 2 times 4 is 8, and you will add the powers of a. Plus 2a. What is 3 times 4a? 12a. Minus 3 times 1 is minus 3. Can you simplify this further? Yes. It will become 8a square. What is 2a minus 12a? It is minus 10a minus 3. This is our answer. Okay.